Hey there everybody, hope your day is going well. Dracared with Old School Gaming here, and welcome back to Morrowind. Quite a bit lined up for this time. Well, sort of lined up, but it's been coming, yeah. Anyway, first, let's get through more of the 36 lessons of Vivec. Starting with Sermon 13. The secret syllable of royalty is this. You must learn this elsewhere. Which, of course, we know the secret syllable of royalty, thanks to one of the previous sermons, is chim. Or chime? Whatever, but apparently the magical cross is an integration of the worth of mortals at the expense of the spirits. You surround it with the triangle, and you see the triune house. And then because of the cross, it's divided across in the middle of the triangle. It's divided into the four corners with the Molag Bal, Marin's Dagon, Malakath, and Sheogorath. I'm not sure why they're abbreviated here, but But then you rotate the triangle, and the cross itself becomes a sword. Which is interesting. Oh, no. What the hell? I think Morrowind just froze on me. Nope. Okay, it's back. And it froze again. What the hell? All I'm doing is rotating pages. Okay, I'm not sure what in the hell was going on, but apparently just loading back made it to where I can rotate pages without it freezing for 10 seconds at a time. Okay, so when you have the cross inside the triangle, and then you flip it upside down, it becomes the sword, but then you unfold the hole, and then you have a star. And yeah, try to imagine that if you can. Oh, god damn it, hold on, I'm getting a message from work. Yeah, so apparently, I'll deal with that in a bit, but anyway, so the sword is the cross, and on CV is the train house around it. If there's to be an end, I must be removed. So Vivec must be removed if there is an end to the triune, or I guess the tribunal. And apparently the ruling king must know this. I will test him. I will murder him time and again till he knows this. I am the defender of the last and the last. Okay. Interesting. And apparently the Sharmat sleeps at the center, but yeah, this is the weaker magic, and it is barbed in venom. So I guess that'd be more of a reference to the dreams. I mean, how I've had, one dream so far, but I'll have more as I progress in the main quest here on Vvardenfell. Yeah, and apparently, as Vivec, I am the psychopomp. I am the killer of the weeds of Veloth. Veloth is the center that cannot hold. Aeon is the plot. Set is the ending. I am the enigma that must be removed. Those are why my words are armed to the teeth. Okay. Yeah, apparently the ruling king does stand against me and then before me. He's learned from my punishment. I will mark him to know. He's to come as male or female. I am the form he must acquire. So apparently, as Nerevarine, I must become like the replacement to Vivec, I guess. At least that's one of the lessons that Vivec told to the original Hroartar. And then Sermon 14, where Vivec was laying with Molag Bal for 80 days and 8. Yeah, and apparently he was headless, and then the Duke of Scamps came up to Molag Bal. But he was, apparently he was, angry about the 7 legions that the King of Scamps, or the Duke of Scamps, brought. And yeah, I guess because Molag Bal and Vivec are very intimate, or something. Yeah, apparently the Duke of Scamps was punished by being, reduced from a duke to something useless. Which, I guess Scamps are kind of easy and not very powerful. Yeah, and Vivec set about to teach Molag Bal the ways of belly magic. Not quite sure how that works. But apparently this has since become a forbidden ritual, though people still practice it in secret. But yes, because the Velathian demons and monsters that were watching all took out their own spears. And apparently with that, the earth became wet, and this was the last laugh of Molag Bal. Watch as the earth shall crack heavy with so much power that it should have been forever unalike. So I guess as everyone pulls out their spears and shows their power, the very earth itself just starts to crack and tumble. And then, the stretch of badlands that had been the site of the marriage fragmented and threw fire. A race that is no more, but that was terrible at the time to behold, came forth. And then Vivek made his spear a more terrible thing from a secret he'd bitten off from the king of rape, and so he sent Molag Bal tumbling into the crack of the bitters, and swore forever that he would not deem the king beautiful ever again. And then Vivek went around, slew all those around him with this terrible new spear. He named it Muatra, which is milk taker, and even the Chimeri mystics knew his fury. And anyone struck by Vivek turned barren and withered into bone and shape, so they just, disintegrated on touch. Not sure how that works, but okay. And apparently he killed them all by means of the 9 apertures, and the wise still hide theirs from Muatra. So I guess the wise monsters from the marriage of Molag Bal and Vivek hide their spears, so that way they're not hunted down. Okay, so one of the other, lessons that Vivek taught the original Horartar, the ruling king will remove me, his maker. This is the way of all children. His greatest enemy is Sharmat, who is the false dreamer. You or he is the shingle Horartar. Beware the wrong walking path. Beware the crime of benevolence. Behold him by his words. I am Sharma. I am older than music. What I bring is light. What I bring is a star. What I bring is an ancient sea. When you sleep, you see me, dancing at the core. It is not a blight, it is my house. I put a star into the world's mouth to murder it, tear down the pylons. My blind fish swim in the new phlogiston. Tear down the pylons, my deaf moons sing and burn and orbit me. I am older than music, what I bring is light, what I bring is a star, what I bring is an ancient sea. Go unarmed into his den with these words of power. E Gartak Parame Chime E Altadun. Or do not. You must be the letter written in uncertainty. I don't quite get this one, but it's like, hey, you, as king, you are the ruler, and you can either go in or you don't have to. Interesting. So, the Horartar wandered through the Mournhold, wrestling with the lessons he had learned. And then he finds Vivek in the Temple of False Thinking, where clockwork shears were taking off Vivek's hair. And apparently he was doing that to make room for the fire, whatever the fire is. And apparently Vivek was doing that so he could see beyond his own secrets. Okay. After this interaction, the Horartar chose from the fight wrecks an axe. He named it and moved on to the first moon. And then Nerevar was greeted by the Parliament of Craters, who knew him by title and resented his presence. For he is the ruling king of Earth, and this was the lunar realm. And apparently the moon doesn't recognize the Horartar, Nerevar. The Nerevar didn't like that, so he carved at the grave ghost until he was out of breath, and their parliament could make no new laws. I am not of the slaves that perish. Apparently one of the surviving Crater's for the moon, said appropriation is nothing new. Everything happens of itself. Yeah, we are graves but not coffins. Know the difference. You have only dug more and supplied no ghosts to reside within. Damage us more and you'll find naught but the absence of our dead. So I guess the Nerevar would have just cleared out the ghosts from the moon? Or at least an allegory? Wow. Yeah, then, Sermon 17. Oh boy. Yeah, and then I am an atlas of smoke, and Vivek became greater than he had been. Yeah, and then, of course, these are days of Resdania, when Chimer and Drummer lived peacefully side by side under the rule of Almsivi and their champion Hortar. Or Hortatar? Hortatar? Have I been saying that wrong this whole time? Probably. Yeah, then, as the Hortar and Vivek head far east, walking across the eastern sea to the land of sneaks and snow demons. So, the snake people, I guess. Yeah, but they learned it, and apparently the serpents vowed to have their vengeance on the west at least 3 times. Not sure how or when that's going to work, but... hell, to the east... Let's see, on the eastern shore would be what? Black Marsh and Morrowind? Interesting. Maybe that's really why the Emperor has forces established in Black Marsh to hold off the advances of the Akavir. That's the name of them. Or was it the maybe I'm mixing something up, but yeah. So as Vivek and the Hortatar, I've always pronounced it Hortatar, so that's just what I'm gonna call it. Yeah. So. Yeah, they're traveling around learning things from all the different kingdoms. And they end up back at Red Mountain. Here at Red Mountain, of course, is the last of the last. Within it, the Sharmot waits. Yeah, and apparently they had a fight up there, and Vivek marked the Horatar in this way for all the Velothi to see. Seal the wound with the blessings of Aam Azura at the end of the battle. Yeah, and then apparently Horatar found he had gathered 7 spokes. He wanted to attach them and form a staff, but Vivek said it is not the time for that. Yeah, Vivek said they had collected them from around the world, though some had come invisibly, so it was 7 spokes from the different visits around the world. Yeah, never put in the spokes. Interesting. Okay, finally. Book 18. Hey, halfway through. Well, at the end of this, at least. Yeah, so, Vivek decided to begin his book of hours. And he, apparently he had to deal the last, he wanted to, was going to fight the monsters that had escaped the Muatra. And apparently there are 9. But apparently he'll only find 8 because the last is already destroyed by the decision to create the Book of Hours. Yeah, and as the Aam and Vivek are talking, apparently this is why you are born of a Nechuman's wife and destined to merge with the simulacrum of your mother. Gilded and blended in all the arts of the star-wounded east, underwater and in fire, and in metal and in ash. 6 times the wise to became the union of male and female, the magic hermaphrodite, the martial axiom, the sex death of language, and unique in all the middle world. And apparently the Book of Hours is a forbidden sermon. Because, apparently in this world and others, 18 less 1, the victor, is the magical disc hurled to reach heaven by violence. And apparently this sermon is untrue. Okay, then why is it published like that? Allegory can be a little confusing sometimes, but yeah. So I have been testing just like off camera to see like, okay, are things ready up in Solstheim? Are things ready? And yes, actually things are finally ready all the way up in Raven Rock for me to at least start my estate. And whenever the hell it completes is whenever the hell it completes. I don't care. Okay, so take me to cool. Yeah, and it was actually while I was looking over things, I realized I had completely missed the one quest about the snow elves, whatever the hell that one dude was calling them. I completely missed completing that. But yeah, Fort Frostmoth, if you please. And you, I would like to travel to Raven Rock. Thank you.
May I help you?
Yeah, no. And I already got rid of my my bounty. A whole 2
It's not one thing, it's another.
Okay, so assignment. This is hardly an assignment, but I do have one last thing to ask you. There's a matter of your estate that needs to be settled. My estate. Estate. The plans for it have been on the table for quite some time. Carnius just never got around to doing anything about it. It was clear he never had any intention of staying. It's now your choice, however. I've put Alden Brindis in charge of the construction team. You should find him and have him explain the situation for you. Alden. Well, isn't he a dude just standing here in the middle of the way? Yeah. Hello, Jacquard. I hear about the estate? Yes. Well, it's a little complicated, at least it is for me. So I've done as much as I can to make it real easy. See, there's 3 possible locations we could build on. You need to choose one, so I've set up torches at each of the places. You just take me the torch at the place you want it built at, and say the word. Let me know when you're ready to get started, and I'll follow you. Okay. Right, because there's, 3 torches around? Right, here's torch number 1. Sure, you know, it's nice, middle of town, but not much of a view, especially with a giant wall in the way. And we go over here, right. So, almost a decent view, but I'm kind of hidden back here. Then as for the 3rd and final torch...
The company's work is never
yeah. Follow me. Okay, you want me to follow you now? Just tell me when we're at the spot you want to build at. Yes, follow me. Off we go. Tell me when we're at the right spot. Yeah. There's the 3rd and final torch right here. If I could remove that house to have a good view of the wilderness, that'd be great. But as it is, you know, decent view and whatnot right here. Is this where you want your estate built, Jacquard? Yeah. Okay, now you have to be really sure this is the right spot. I don't want you to have second thoughts later on. Are you sure you want it built here? Yes. What the factor wants, the factor gets. I'll see to it that work gets started real soon on this. But it'll probably take a few days to be completed, just so you know. I'd say at least 5, provided we're left alone to work. If we keep coming back, it may slow us down some. Sure thing. Yeah, you get started on that. Let me divine. Yeah, because by now, I would think that the, what the hell is the skull? Yeah, the skull house, or Thirsk. Well, also the skull, I want to visit there real quick, but yeah, up at Thirsk, the snow wolf and snow bear pelts should be collected, so let's go gather them. With this, I'll be done here. I'll never really have to travel back here. Hold on. We're not even there yet. Okay. Okay, nearly there. And I can see it. Over. Okay. Now, let me
All hail the chieftain of Thirsk, slayer of the Udafrecht, May the mead flow forever.
All this
Agree.
in the spring, bud and fly, too.
Okay, the hunters are still out in the wild, Jakku. What? It's been so damn long. You know what? Screw it. 24 hours. Let's, wait around. Okay, finally, the hunters have returned, Jakku. Here are the snow bear and snow wolf pelts they were able to secure. The heads of these creatures have been mounted and placed on the wall upstairs. Oh, great chieftain. Okay, okay, yeah, let's see, order mead from Skyrim. Oh, yes, great chieftain, I will put in the order for mead. To arrive from Skyrim in about a week. I don't care. I don't care about that. Oh, here it is. That's a snow bear head. Well, let me make sure that can actually be seen. Look at the wolf head. Because all I see is the snow bear head. Oh, there's the wolf head. Nice. Nice. Okay, dokie. Well, okay, so yeah, there is one last thing I forgot to grab up at the Skull Village. I'll take care of that real quick. Oh yeah, levitate again. Needs. I believe I can fly. Yep. Whatever, right, this thing, the giant cliff racer with, come here, Blue Dev's Ring of Viewing. This is actually quite neat, because, yeah, you can view the werewolf scene without actually having to become a werewolf. Really cool. But anyway, right, I need to look at a map to know where I'm going. Okay, so I suppose it doesn't matter in which order I get the final two dungeons. Yeah. Yeah, because let's see, if... Okay, that's Karstag. Kind of looking for mountain, hill, something, barren, between here and there. Which is actually just beyond this, so... Okay, so, like, almost directly east of this, there should be some kind of cave or something that will hold the Prince's Helm? It's just an F, I know that much. Oh. Yeah, frick. Actually, you know what? We're saving on 13. I can barely see. I could tell Solstheim was running after me, but... You know, just die. You in there too, huh? So, some skeleton berserkers. Oh, sure, I guess I'll grab bone meal. Why the hell not? A corpse with bone meal. And another one, just bone meal. Oh, locked at 50, huh? Let me take care of this dude first. What's this? Oh, a bear helmet, a huntsman crossbow. Ah! What the hell? Sorry. Whatever. What do you got? A steel saber and A huntsman bolt. Okay. Interesting. What else do you got? Okay, the only one that's actually worth it, though, taking is that hammer. Okie dokie. And that's not a skeleton ready to fight, that's just a corpse hanging up on the wall. Okay, who wants to die first? Just die already. Oh, it's just the huntsman axe chopping off the head of that corpse. And, oh, you're lodged into the wall by a huntsman's spear. Okay, now locked at 60. Wow, none of that's worth it. Okay. Wait, what the hell? They exploded the whole thing? Okay. Guess I did explore the whole thing. Not quite. Someone's stuck up there. Okay, I have a 0% chance to cast that. Okay, yeah, let's go for one of these. Okay. Nordic Silver Claymore. Angrio's Corpse. Ancient Steel Helm. Need that. Evil Eye Charm. Damage Personality on touch. Wow. And a goblet. So one Ancient Steel Helm. Good thing I came back, because I'm just, what the hell, what did I miss? And I didn't have to look anything up. But, as for... yeah, it's, what's the name of the place? Okay, apparently it's a barrow as well. Okay. Way the hell down south. Is this it, maybe? Yeah, Joel Gear Barrow. Excellent. Hold on, oh, whoops. I also got rid of, eyes. I should probably drink one of those anyway. Hey, ugly. Oh, resisted lightning magic, huh? Oh, ooh, you got some grave food. You got nothing, huh? I don't care if he resisted magic. It's still doing a good amount of damage. Okay, greater skeleton sample. Give me the bone meal. A grave tar. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. And then... yeah, it doesn't look like there's... oh, that's just some bones. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any, Solstheim in here. Good. So, Ancient Steel Boots, and then Ancient Steel Right Pauldron, Ancient Steel Cuirass, Ancient Steel Left Pauldron, Left Gauntlet, Right Gauntlet, Ancient Steel Greaves. This is Spear of the Snow Prince, huh? Cast one strike, weakness to frost damage, and disintegrate armor. That's pretty neat. So follow the Snow Prince. Account of the Battle of the Mournhold as transcribed by Wilkheim, chronicler to the chieftain Ingjaldur White-Eye. From whence he came we did not know, but into the battle he rode on a brilliant steed of pallid white. Elf we called him, for elf he was, yet unlike any other of his kind we had ever seen before that day. His spear and armor bore the radiant and terrible glow of unknown magicka, and so adorned this unknown rider seemed more weight than warrior. What troubled, nay, frightened us most at that moment was the call that rose from the elven ranks. It was not fear, not wonder, but an unabashed and unbridled joy. The kind of felicity felt by a damned man who has been granted a second chance at life. For at that time the elves were as damned and near death as ever they had been during the great skirmishes of Solstheim. The Battle of the Mournhold was to be the final stand between Nord and Elf on our fair island. Led by Ysgramor, we had driven the elven scourge from Skyrim, and were intent on cleansing Solstheim of their kind as well. Our warriors, armed with the finest axes and swords Nord craftsmen could forge, cut great swaths through the enemy ranks. The slopes of the Mournhold ran red with elf blood. Why then would our foe rejoice? Could one rider bring such hope to an army so hopeless? To most our kind, the meaning of the call was clear, but the words were but a litany of elven chants and cries. There were some among us, however, the scholars and chroniclers, who knew well the words and shuddered at their significance. The Snow Prince is come, doom is at hand. There was then a great calm that overcame the elves that still stood. Through their mass the Snow Prince did ride, and as a long boat slices the icy waters of the Fjording, he parted the ranks of his kin. The magnificent white horse slowed to a gallop, then a trot, and the unknown elf rider moved to the front of the line at a slow, almost ghost-like pace. A Nord warrior sees much in a life of bloodshed and battle, and is rarely surprised by anything armed combat may bring. A few among us that day could have imagined the awe and uncertainty of a raging battlefield that all at once went motionless and silent. Such is the effect the Snow Prince had on us all. When the joyous cries of the elves had ended, there remained a quiet known only in the solitude of slumber. It was then our combined hosts, elf and Nord alike, were joined in a terrible understanding. Victory or defeat mattered little that day on the slopes of the Mournhold Mountains. The one truth we all shared was that death would come to many that day, victor and vanquished alike. Glorious Snow Prince, an elf unlike any other, did come that day to bring death to our kind, and death he so brought. Like a sudden violent snow squall that rends travelers blind and threatens to tear loose the very foundations of the sturdiest hull, the Snow Prince did sweep into our numbers. Indeed, the ice and snow did begin to swirl and churn about the elf, as if called upon to serve his bidding. The spinning of that gleaming spear whistled a dirge to all those who would stand in the way of the Snow Prince, and our mightiest fell before him that day. Ulfski Anvilhands, Strong the White, Freda Oaken Wand, Heimdall the Frenzied, all lay dead at the foot of the Mournhold Mountains. For the first time that day, it seemed that the tide of battle had actually turned. The elves, spurred on by the deeds of the Snow Prince, rallied together for one last charge against our ranks. It was then, in a single instant, that the battle of the Mournhold came to a sudden, unexpected end. Finna, daughter of Joffrey, a lass of only 12 years, and squire to her mother, watched as the Snow Prince cut down her only parent. In her rage and sorrow, Finna picked up Joffrey's sword and threw it savagely at her mother's killer. When the elf's gleaming spear stopped its deadly dance, the battlefield fell silent, and all eyes turned to the Snow Prince. No one that day was more surprised than the elf himself at the sight that greeted them all, for upon his great steed the Snow Prince still sat, the sword of Joffrey buried deeply in his breast, and then he fell from his horse. from the battle from life. The Snow Prince lay dead, slain by a child. With their savior defeated, the spirit of the remaining elven warriors soon shattered. Many fled, and those that remained on the battlefield were soon cut down by broad Nord axes. When the day was done, all that remained was the carnage of the battlefield, and from that battlefield came a dim reminder of valor and skill. For the brilliant armor and spear of the Snow Prince still shine, even in death. This mighty and unknown elf filled us with awe. It's common practice to burn the corpses of our fallen foes. This is as much a necessity as it is custom, for death brings with it disease and dread. Our chieftains wish to cleanse Solstheim of the elven horde in death as well as life. It was decided, however, that such was not to be the fate of the Snow Prince. One so mighty in war, yet so loved by his kin, deserved better, even in death, even if an enemy of our people. And so we brought the body of the Snow Prince, wrapped in fine silks, to a freshly dug barrow. Gleaming armor and spear were presented on a pedestal of honor, and the tomb was arrayed with treasures worthy of royalty. All the mightiest chieftains agreed with this course that the elf should be so honored. His body would be preserved in the barrow for as long as the earth chose, but would not be offered the protection of our Stalrim, which is reserved for Nord dead alone. So ends this account of the Battle of the Mournhold and the fall of magnificent elven Snow Prince. May our gods honor him in death, and may we never meet his kind again in life. Wow. Okay, well I did get a journal update. An interesting find in the Jolgir Barrow, an ancient tome titled Fall of the Snow Prince. It chronicles the death of a skilled warrior in the Battle of the Mournhold. Of particular interest is his description of the Snow Prince. He's no Nord, and definitely no Rickling. I'd better get the book to Athelwar and see what he can make of it. Yeah, there's not much in the way of treasure here, though. So supposedly, that book did say that it would be, have a bunch of treasure in it. And then again, I suppose that stuff would have been the treasure. Okay, well, at least, Raven Rock isn't too far. I can levitate down there. At least this wraps up every last thing I would need to do on Solstheim. Oh, right there's Sting Forest. Right here's Stone, whatever. I need it. Someone wants to go? Oh, you want to go? Oh, another one. Weird. Because the music stopped every single time that first freaking went down. But then, when it went down the third time, it didn't stop. Whatever. Okay, let's head it on in. And, there you are. Jakir, you returned. Have you found any evidence of the family here on Solstheim? Yes, I found an ancient set of armor and a spear in the Jolgir Barrow. There was a book as well, The Fall of the Snow Prince. The description of the title character is rather interesting. Fall of the Snow Prince, you say? Fascinating. Let me see it. Yes, amazing. By my former ancestors, you've done it, Jakir. The account in this sum is remarkable. Ricklings indeed. I don't see how this Snow Prince could have been anything but a farmer, do you? Splendid. You're a credit to explorers everywhere, Jakir. Here's the gold, as promised. And thank you. Hey, 800 gold.
Oh, greetings.
Good thing I read through that book, because he just took it.
I'm listening.
Oh, the only
Go ahead.
copy, period. Okay, and... Because, I don't know, how many... I don't have too many beds remaining to put a bunch of stuff on, except maybe... here... You know what, I can move the Staff of Carnal Channeling over to here. Okay. Staff of Carnal Channeling. Okay. I'll put the ancient steel armor here, as well as the Snow Prince's spear. Okay, now with all that taken care of, back in Mournhold, Legion Depot? I don't know. I need to find my way back to the prison. It's at the courtyard. That's also at the courtyard.
Where did I put that?
Okay, I don't know why I'm going upstairs.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
Yeah, that's nice. Can you move, jackass? Oh, that's back to the reception area, I guess.
Emperor, King, and Justice.
Guards' quarters, right, because off of the guards' quarters,
Must be
somewhere...
crazy. Talking to myself like that. Justice.
In the king's name, what is your business?
I wish to get to the jail. Because there's those freedom fighters, or whatever the hell they're doing.
Magic.
Yeah, they both locked themselves up. Aha. Funny how this turned out, isn't it? Never thought I'd end up here. But at least we're safe from Dover. He got in the way when we tried to leave, so to take him down. I'm better off this way, at least. I think so. Oh, and your name never came up. I talked to Felvin ahead of time and made sure of that. So I guess it's all over. Yeah, I guess so. Felvin? Well, there's nothing to say. Might as well just leave me alone. Okie dokie. If you say so, let's head back outside. Let me get back to the courtyard. Yay! Meadow? Okay, I don't know who you are, but...
Good to see you again, friend. I was just doing a little work.
How did I get into the palace sewers? What? I don't know, but apparently I still have this, droth dagger. No, it wasn't in the bazaar, I don't think. God's Reach, yes. Yes, God's Reach, that's right. This, dude. The droth dagger. Yeah, yes, here's the dagger, blah blah blah. I took care of that, but then totally forgot to turn it in. Oops. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. Anyway. Yeah, I need to make my way into the, Reckon the Great Bazaar. Because, let's see. Right. Because I kind of went here to talk to that one Khajiit who is stealing things. What? What in the hell are you? Oh, you want to attack? And you look ugly, so die. A lich? Okay. Die. Took you long enough to realize I was there. Goodbye. Oh, it's oh damn, what the hell is it? One more, right. Okay. I'll take all of that. Thank you. Give me that, and give me that. I don't know, which way should I go first? I don't know, just, I guess, stick to this path. I'm not sure where these sewers would lead. if anywhere. That heads... Oh, that heads to the palace sewers. I actually kind of wanted to explore there, too, but... Okay. Where does... this heads... to the... Wait, do I want to go to the Manor District? Okay, so I guess... Yeah, the Manor District is where the Dark Brotherhood is kind of camping out. Yeah, but I actually went to... The hell? Is it this? Yeah. Yeah, hell, let's head to Palace Sewers first. Okay. Now, down we go. Nothing in here. A lot of empty. Oh, I see a goblin. Ugly bastard. Okay, so this is the palace sewers. That's the residential sewers. Okay. Huh, potion of water breathing. Nice. Actually. Yeah, I should. And do you have anything good on me? Guess an exclusive restore health can't hurt. Literally. Okay, I see something wandering over there. Not another lich. Give me that. Your weapons suck, by the way. Okay, and yeah. What does this go up to? Oh, this is the Royal Palace basement. Okay, so how would I get into here from the reception area? Really? I could have just gone into here from the reception area, then gone straight down into the sewers? Okay. Okay. Wow. This goes to the... Oh, it goes back to the bazaar sewers. Okay, okay. I see where I didn't take the path. Up here. Okay, who wants to die first? I don't care. Oh, you both want to die pretty much the same time. Wait, that's a bargain to start health. Keep it. I'll take the Durzog meat though. Idiot. Okay, what do we got here? And one corn egg and some crap. Into West Sewers. Interesting. You know, I should head back to the Bazaar Sewers, because... Let's see. Is it... This way I wanna... No, this is where I came up. Right. Right. I remember now, because I... want to head that way. Right, and then there's this way. With the rat. Okay. Hi. How are you? Narisa Aris. Beware the Black Dart Gang adventure. They've robbed me of everything I hold dear. Okay? They ambushed my lover in the temple sewers. Varner held them off while I ran. When I turned to look back, Varner was down. I just kept running. Now Varner's ghost comes to me at night, begging me to come to him to rescue him. He says he has a message for me. But I can't go down there. I can't face the Black Dart Gang. Varner was a great fighter, but with one dart, he was dead in seconds. They'd kill me from sure. I'm sorry, can I help? I'm not sure. I've never seen anyone quite like you before, but I'm not sure you are a match for the Black Dart Gang. They dress up like poor beggars, but they throw deadly poison darts. One is enough to kill you, if you run into them. Make sure you have many cure poison and dispel potions. And if you see Varner's ghost, speak to him. Perhaps he can bring me his message. Varner's ghost. See Varner's ghost. Please don't harm him. If you can, listen to him and see if he has a message for me. Okay. Oh. Back into the Manor District, I guess. Journal has been updated. Found the Dark Brotherhood's hideout in the ruins of Old Mournhold. Huh. Just instantly.
You're beaten.
Dark Brotherhood operator with a wild viper blade. And then what? You had an iron viper blade. Was I supposed to go into the Manor District for that quest, or? Apparently there's something in here. Hold on. Gotta stay sneaking. Cause, I mean, I'm kind of looking at the map and... Look at that and don't have enough charge. I'm going to kill them anyway. Okay. Journeyman with a Viper Blade, and you just... Oh, you had a Daedric Tonto. What's this? I'm gonna sit this. That's an old skill book I've already... Well... What the hell? Did the AI wondering just bring you up here? What you got? Adamantine Blade of Wounds. Yeah, I've already got that. I must have resisted paralyzed and reflected the poison. Oh, so... Really? Oh. My bitch. Okay, and yeah, another Daedric Tonto. That looks like they're all coming for me. Goodbye. Hold on. Ah! Hold on. That's my night eye so I can see you. Oh, nice. What the... Are you serious? God damn it. They should start bringing some repair hammers with me, because son of a bitch. Again. My boots are always breaking. What the hell? I didn't realize my skill in light armor was that Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming to you slowly. you die first. Get over here. So your bodies don't get mixed up. Okay, finally, music's gone back. And a Viper Blade. Again, let's see what I have here. Morrowind Manor East Building. Oh, this heads to absolute nothing. Okay. Jackasses. Hey, that heads to... Okay, that... Right. That heads to the East Building. Where's this... That goes to the North Building. What about the courtyard? Because apparently there's something neat out in the courtyard. Okay. I see one assassin. Where the hell over there? Okay. It's fine. Neat waterfall. Not really. Apprentice. Come on now. Where's this? Oh, that goes back to the bazaar sewers. Okay. I'm kind of looking for the courtyard too. That's pretty neat. Shame they couldn't rebuild this place after Marin's Dagon destroyed it. Ah, couple of rats. Okay. Oh, hi, couple of them. Well, the reason my poisonous gash. Is this that big? Come on. Just die already. And, oh, I have enough for one more. Don't I have some... Yeah. You die. And my night eyes worn off again. Okay. Now, a Punisher with a Tonto. Another Punisher with a Tonto. These all Punisher? Okay, one Apprentice with the Silver Dagger. Okay, what's this? That. Bleh. I don't want that crap. Apparently attack one and they all come after me. Gold. Oh, you got some rat meat in there. Cool. What's this? Eh. Oh, is there anything under the pillow? No. Okay. At this other end. Jeez. So slow still. Okay, so apparently the east building there's nothing. What about the west building up the way? How in the hell am I supposed to get to the courtyard? Okay. Okay, well. Finally found it on the map. It's through the east building. Or north building, whatever. Oh, it's a Punisher with a ton. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I killed the rat. You. You wanna go, bitch? Let's go already. Okay. And there doesn't seem to be anything, you know, I can tell you had what? That was, yeah, the adamantium jinculate wounds. Of course, because my eye has to run out as soon as I run into something. Oh, not enough magicka, so grab one of those. Goodbye. Punisher with a Daedric Tauntaun. Goodbye, stupid disease rat.
Have you?
No, you don't, actually. An apprentice. It's just an old metal door. Actually, hearth heal, please. Taking a bit of damage. And, okay. What the hell is it with the left pauldron? That keeps breaking as well.
Your wounds are great.
Hi. No, it's 5. That was. Wait, 45 to 60. Oh. I should have been doing more damage. Yeah, just die, Punisher. Now you. Goodbye. Okay. No. Apparently I don't need to come here, but I guess I should just because it's neat. I mean, hell, look at the place. Wow. Up here. Cheap rising force. Wow. Okay, so how in the hell am I supposed to get up there without water walking? No? Finally. Jeez. Okay, what do we have here? A rusty key, some bone meal, a bone mold longbow, and some iron arrows. And now I can't see again. A small chest with nothing. Really? Okay, we have a crate in here with some silverware. What's in here? 100 gold. And okay, any other skeletons that I missed underwater? You never know. Looks like there's one way over here. Another water-breathing potion. Okay. I will hold on. Rotation wore off, go figure. I'm not seeing anything. Let me make my way all the way to the top. And then work my way down. It'll be easier to see and look when I'm levitating downwards. Okay. Neat. God damn it, come on! Move! Dumbass! I see a little bit of gold stacked up. Has it really been 2 minutes? I kind of doubt it. Sure as hell doesn't feel like 2 minutes. Hold on, if I'm in the courtyard... Okay, let me get down... Wait, am I not... What the hell? 30 seconds really expired that quickly? God damn it. Okay, so, there are a few things I want to grab. No? Come on! Son of a bitch! Can we get a move on already? Okay, Oh, hello. Found something or another. Expensive shirt, expensive pants, adamantium boots, and left and right racers. Nice. For sure on my desk. My dear Slav, I have failed you, but how? I brought you sacks of cornberry, crates of fine clothes, and chests of cloth. But still you spurned my affections. I killed the traitor who robbed you, and still you refuse me. I sit by your house day after day, rain or sun, waiting for a hint of your affection, but to no avail. I grow weary of this life. Since you have not yet arrived here to meet me, I can only assume the worst, that I will never feel your soft arms around me, or watch you sleep without having to fear the guards that now patrol your land. Goodbye, my darling. Think of me fondly and often, and without reaching for your knife. Damn, dude. I mean, it kind of sucks. I understand the, you feel for someone, but they don't feel anything at all for you. I can understand that, but it's not worth your life. Trust me. And again, there's no way in hell that was 2 minutes. So apparently I was supposed to be able to find an adamantium axe under the aqueduct. If 30 seconds could actually last for Okay, so, under the aqueduct. Oh! What the hell? I see it! Now I can't reach it. There we go. Adamantium axe. Thank you! God, was it really that hard? Okay. Now the courtyard, which apparently I don't even need to go to. Okay. Well, at least that's taken care of, so go back into the previous area, and hell, why not just talk to, or not talk, just find out. Because I have a feeling I'm reaching the end. Oh, whoa! There's Dark Brotherhood dudes, but without the helmet. Then just bulls. Don't run away, bitch! No, tell my liege, I have failed. Ugh. I've killed Dangerous Wills, the leader of Dark Brotherhood, in Mournhold. The daddy spoke to me. Tell my liege, I failed. Of whom Bullets was speaking, he has to return. Has some evidence in his chambers, and lead me to the one who wishes me dead. Yeah, good point. Oh, just an empty vial. He doesn't have much around here. The Dark Brotherhood contract. Dire Viper arrows, junk blade wounds. Okay. You bury this document under a special dispensation of the Night Mother, who has entered into a contract of perpetuity with H, is given special dispensation to execute Jacariot, a dark elf recently residing on the island of Vardenfell. In accordance with all laws and traditions, the aforementioned personage will be executed in the name of H, in the most expedient manner as possible. All resources of Dark Brotherhood are at the disposal of the bearer of this binding and non-disputable document. Of H. I should report my findings to a guard immediately. Yeah, I'll head upstairs and then repair all my stuff, because everything... Yeah, everyone I run to just loves to break all my shit. No. No, not here. That doesn't head anywhere. Let me see local again. Because right, this heads to the bazaar. As well as the way I originally came, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Back to the bazaar sewers, right to you. Right, because, yeah, I would need to head into the temple sewers. Son of a bitch. Yeah, right, that heads out to the Manor District, right. I would eventually have to come back to her, but right now... Yeah, for right now, I need to... Alright, that goes to the palace sewers. Honestly, there's not much in the palace sewers. Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, up to the Great Bazaar. Oh, actually, I'm glad... Yeah, I'm actually going to be wrapping things up here pretty soon. So, excuse me, High Ordinator.
I shall hear.
Dark Brotherhood. You believe you've killed their leader. Maybe, maybe not. Perhaps you should speak with Vedris Hilaire about this. Vedris Hilaire is the chief steward of Almalexi. You will find him in the temple reception area. Okay. I believe... Yeah, the temple is out this way. For the chief fetcher. Actually, since I'm here... Was it... one of these? The traitor. Right. Hey there!
That rat's in the bag.
Women? Yeah. Yes, so I guess I have to rethink my opinion on a lot of things, don't I, Jakir? Oh. So...
If a few words can help.
Whoa! Wait, hold
A
on.
good man is hard to find. You always
Raina
get the
Gilneth?
other kind.
There you are, Jakir. Thank you for helping me find Someone Lost. Oh, he's such a sweet man. At first, his attitude was a little off-putting. I felt badly about his wife, and a little awkward too. But as we talked, I really got to know him, and he's just so kind. He's had some bad experiences, but I know he can work through them. I just can't thank you enough. Oh, Jakir, there's no need to worry about that now. I doubt I'll ever need to think about such a thing again. Damn! He's already got her upstairs? You dog. Marina Gilneth, yes. Okay, Jakir, I don't know what to say. Marina is just what I needed in my life, but without your help, I'd have been too blind to see it. Thank you so much. I know it's wrong to offer you something as if in payment, but I want you to take this. It's sort of valuable, I guess, except that no one has ever wanted it, and, well, just take it and think of me, or something, I don't know. I'm not very good at this sentimental stuff.
You have a
The
question.
bipolar blade. Okay, well, long, but two-handed. Not too bad on damage, though. Cast when strikes. Frenzy humanoid. Calm humanoid. So that's why it's called the bipolar blade. Okay, I have enough recall on home and then some. Yeah. So now I need to talk with Hilaire, something Hilaire at the temple reception. Yeah. Jackasses. Always breaking my armor. What the hell is wrong with them? Okay. So, the reception area. Not virus. Hilaire. The Dark Brotherhood. An interesting group. Effective, fear, and mystery are powerful tools for them. Their heaven kings have been rumored to utilize their services, but that is only rumor, of course. What the hell? Okay, what am I not doing right? So only rumor. You, Dark Brotherhood? You say you killed the local Dark Brotherhood leader, have you? And he spoke of his liege before he died? Well, I can tell you that the new King Helsith has been rumored to use the Dark Brotherhood's services. If he's the one who's after you, you'd better investigate it immediately. Try speaking with Tinius Skeleton, his captain. He's a reasonable man.
I clean.
Okay. I'm gotta talk to somebody, and gotta make it quick. Okay, and as for you, what do you say about the Dark Brotherhood? Okay, continue at the Royal Palace. We're in the Royal Palace.
What does it ask? Justice never sleeps. Mournhold.
Throne room. Hi. Oh, hey, you're the one I wanted to speak to. Official matter. Jakir, yes, I know your name, and I'm Tinius Delton, captain of the King Helsith's Royal Guards. I have influence with King Helsith, and King Helsith is known for rewarding his sins. I have an official matter you might be able to help me with. Some evidence Helsith tried to have you killed. I won't pretend I don't know about this. Of course, I'll deny it publicly. But don't take it personally. You appear to present a threat to King Helsith. How? I just barely arrived. I saw the murder of a tax collector, and all of a sudden, the assassins are trying to kill me. How in the hell is that a threat? Perhaps mistakes were made, but you can prove they were mistakes if you can prove your loyalty to King Helsith. So, are you interested in helping me with my problem? Tell me more, I guess. There are rumors among the people about King Lethan's death. Rumors that Athen Lethen did not die natural death. There's no truth to them, of course. Speak to the people of King Lethen's death. You're not known to them as my representative, and they may be more candid with you. Let me know if you find the source of these rumors. Okay, ask whether Athen Lethen died a natural death. That's a silly question. I don't like silly questions. Okay, I'll take care of it. Good, report to me when you learn the source of the rumors about King Lethen's death. Really? Well, I remember getting the Common Tongue, and I've had it in my inventory since. Thank you for bringing me this copy of the Common Tongue. I believe this is indeed the source of the rumors. I see no source or evidence for its speculation, just vague falsehoods. Thank you, well done. I'll mention your loyal services and exceptional qualities to King Helseth, and I think we might find you further employment. For example, we lack sources of information in Amalek's temple. Could you help me from the temple informant? Okay. We need a source of information inside Amalek's temple. There are rumors of discontent in the temple. Go to Amalek's temple, look for some discontented, listen sympathetically, and find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth or whether the temple plans to act against him. There's King Helseth. Yeah, ask whether King Helseth is a loyal supporter of the temple. King Helseth is the faithful member of both the temple and the imperial cult. Now, will you help us find a temple informant who can tell us whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth or whether the temple plans to act against him? Sure, I'll take care of it. Good, find the temple informant. Then report to me if you find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth or whether the temple plans to act against him. Interesting, so I'll have to take care of that next time. I do not have enough. Okay, fine. Oh boy. Yeah, I need to wrap things up here quick, but first, sons of bitches. Oh, hey! Excellent. Alright, so put those hammers down. That hammer. Well, maybe I should carry them with me, son of a bitch. Alright, full. Is this magica? You can go blinding speed without being blinded. Some nice adamantium stuff now. Where is I putting that? Because I have 2 adamantium ore. That's all that stuff. Or did I put it in the next room over? It's possible. Okay. I think this is kind of where I'm starting to put stuff, but... What happened to that adamantium spear? Unless I left it in there. Because I know I got an adamantium spear. I'm just not sure. No, that's Stormforge. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's fine. As long as I know where it is. It's been so damn long. Alright, so see, we got ourselves some adamantium boots. Excellent. And left and right bracers. Excellent. As well as one adamantium. So I'm gonna hold on to this stuff for a little while yet. Right, I have some alchemy stuff to drop off. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's the red meat. See, there's all the bone meal. And that's the large quantity. Put that back, and there's meat. Where's... Okay, that's hope. Okay, those are some raw eyeballs. Is that? Oh damn it! That's Farhide. Wolf and bear pelts. Snow bear, snow wolf pelts. Well, I might have used them all up because I don't see that anyway. Anyway, Heckle Leaf and Saltress. Yeah, I'll pretty much be holding on to everything else for now. But, yeah, I need a save, and I haven't seen this whole time, really. Anyway. Yeah, that's gonna be it, and unfortunately, I need to get going. Don't even get me started on... Yeah, but... Well, I guess I made a little bit of progress through the main quest, because I was holding on to that common tongue paper for a while. And, yeah. Yeah, there is still one miscellaneous quest, which I need to go down into a certain section of the temple sewers in order to complete that. But then... there's something else. Yeah, there's also some, like, plague thing that I accidentally set off, as well as something in a Daedric ruin. I'll have to do some exploring, and... I don't know, do I end up somewhere near a Daedric ruin, part of the main quest? I'll have to look that up. But once I do, I'll at least know. Yeah, like I said, I gotta get this wrapped up and get moving, so I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't hit that bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video. And as always, have fun.